these hundreds never get any lighter. Well, they do in terms of like the actual lift, but it's still 100 freaking pounds at the end of the day. But yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. For any of you guys who are new here, my name is Levi. This morning, we got some chest. And lately with chest, I've really been trying to focus on the contraction of the muscle rather than how much I can lift. Sometimes I do let my ego get in the way and go, oh, like, I should be like lifting this much. But realistically, I just want to look better. You know, if I was going for strength, then I'd be training for strength, and that's what I would actually want. But at the end of the day, I really just want to look better, and so I need to focus in on that. But we're hitting the incline today. We got like 4 sets, and we're trying to go for 10 to 12 reps per set, so I'll probably have to go down from 100 to the 95s and 90s. So that's something you can do if you are doing like a 4 by 10 to 12 or something like that. You can get 10 or 12 with like the first weight, do that, and then go down if you have to. Don't start at the lower weight, start at the higher weight, because that'll actually help you to get stronger over time rather than staying at that other weight. But I'm gonna stop holding these on my leg and just lift them now because they're crushing my thighs. We are done. Let's freaking go. Something that was on my mind while I was doing chest and triceps today was kind of on the premises of why I tell you guys in a lot of videos to focus on doing the movement right. And it's because a lot of the times at the top of the movement, we don't squeeze, right? Like, it's easier to lift 100 pounds like that because at the top of the movement, the muscle isn't contracting and building that tightness, getting that lactic acid buildup, just because at the top you're relying on momentum. But if you're at the top and you squeeze, the muscle is actually breaking down and getting a workout in. That's why like there's that thing or that saying where it's like 3 things to build a muscle. It's like pressure, breakage, and something else. Like,
what?
I can't remember exactly what it is. But again, the reason why I tell you guys sometimes if you need to go down and weight to do the rep the right way is because I want you guys to actually get that contraction, because that's what counts with the muscle. Again, if you're training for strength, maybe that's different, but if you're training to build your muscles and get them bigger, you need to be focusing on the contraction at the top, and sometimes that requires going down and weight or even dropping your ego. You're fat. So my shoes finally came in. I don't know if you guys saw the last video. Was it the last video? I can't remember. I always say that in the video and I don't even know if it's actually the last video. But anyway, previous video, I got a new pair of running shoes for the marathon that I can't yet train for. And these are them. So, told you guys I got oh, there we go. So I told you guys I got the Topo. These are the Spectres. So these are a very, very reactive shoe meant for speed. Granted, yes, you can still run in these if you're trying to do like a zone 2 light run. It's just they're made specifically more so for a faster run. But again, the reason I got these shoes is, look, see this freaking sturdiness? Like I can't even squeeze, I can barely squeeze this sole right here. It's got a carbon plate throughout, so it's really good, and it takes that heel drop so that when you push down, it doesn't squish a bunch. Because when that happens, what happens with me, since I pronate, it requires a lot of my hip, and so I don't want that. But these are them. I think they're sick. Like, these are actually dope. What do you think, Bean? Oh, she's asleep. So yeah, these are them.
I love them. The colorway is actually dope as hell. Either that or gray or white, and it's Washington, so I'm definitely not doing that.
I just wanted to show you guys those really quick, just in case you guys are maybe running a marathon soon, or you guys looking for a good running shoe. Again, always go get fitted, but if you are someone who tends to pronate just like me, this would be a shoe that would definitely work for you. So definitely check them out if you can. Really meant for someone with like a wider toe box too. It even says on the box here, roomy toe box. And I need that because I got hobbit feet. Also, while we're here, I wanted to show you guys this shirt really quick for KillBuilt. I just kind of wanted your guys' like initial opinions and whatnot. So this is actually going to be more of a acid wash brown. But yeah, this is just a sample that we have for now. And let me know if you guys like the color brown for this. I personally liked it, so that's why I chose it. But for the brand, we're gonna actually take away, or for the shirt, we're gonna take away all of like the survival of the fittest for the front part of the logo, and we're just gonna have KillBuilt with the skull right here. And we're gonna have it still on this part of the shirt. We're gonna move this down actually a little bit because this is like damn near the neck, and I don't like that. And then this is the back. So what we're gonna do for the back is we're going to move the logo down, right? So it's gonna be a little more centered because I just felt like there was too much room at the bottom. Like it looks kind of awkward with all that right there. So I figured we'll move it down a little bit, have like maybe survival start right here instead and everything, just so that the aspect ratio lines up a little better. So that's gonna be a whole different design. So I just want to hear you guys' opinions on that down in the comments. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. Like, you know, I think these are cool, but if you guys don't think these are cool, then there needs to be something different because I'm trying to sell them to you guys. And it's not necessarily that my idea isn't cool. It could always be better. Okay, so in today's video, I wanted to break down my most recent hybrid training split. And the reason being is because the most recent hybrid split that I was currently on before I got injured was the best split I had ever done in my entire hybrid training split experiment. And this one was the best. I've made videos on my old channel about it, and those ones were good, but this one is by far the best. And the reason I think that it was the best one that I had followed is because it was enough mileage for me to feel like, dang, I'm, you know, keeping up with my endurance. It was enough gym sessions for me to feel like, dang, I'm even getting stronger and even putting on and maintaining my muscle mass. And it was enough recovery days for me to be like, dang, you know, I feel good going into this workout. I'm not too fatigued from my run yesterday. I'm not too fatigued from the lift the other day. I'm feeling good. And so it just has a perfect balance of everything. It's almost like, yeah, it just imagine someone putting together something that's so awesome that you're just like, wow. All right, so starting out with the first day of the week, Monday. It's not actually Monday, it's actually Sunday, but for this video, we're calling it the first day of the week and we're starting with it. Monday, we have chest and triceps for the gym session. We also have abs, and then we have a 5-mile tempo run. And you guys will see why I do a 5-mile tempo run later. And if you guys are wondering what my tempo run is, it's basically my race pace, so to speak, or even 90%. Just depends on if my body is feeling good enough to go for a race pace that day. And then on Tuesday, we have back and biceps, which is a pull day. And we also have a 5-mile interval run. I do a 3-to-1 ratio for my intervals just because that's the best way to increase your VO2 max. So just remember that. So it's 3 minutes on of race pace and 1 minute off. It's actually a pretty easy workout. It's not really hard at all, just because that 1 minute gives you so much more of a breather than you actually realize. Sometimes I feel like, damn dude, am I even doing enough? But then I realize like, yes, I am. I am doing enough. I've gotten to this bad point. I feel like in my training where if I'm not dying, I feel like I'm not doing enough. And yeah, I don't know, I need to get that out of my head, so to speak. On Wednesday, I have a 15-minute HIIT session along with abs and a 20-minute session in the sauna. If you guys can't do 20-minute sessions in the sauna, don't do that. Just do like 10 to 15 at least. You can build yourself up to it. I know for me, it was really hard to hit that 20-minute mark. I started with 15 and built myself up into it. And then on Thursday,
legs.
That's it. Like, we're only doing legs. And the reason that we're only doing legs is because legs are your biggest muscle group and it just takes so much out of you. And so I've kind of prefaced this in other videos, but if you want to build your legs and also, you know, do some endurance training at the same time, you don't want to toss endurance on top of leg day, just because for me, in my experience, that your legs are also the thing that are helping you to run as well. And so just fatiguing them that much in one day is a lot. And then on Friday, shoulders and traps, plus abs and a 5-mile easy run.
By easy run, I mean literally like a 10-minute per mile pace, or in other words, like a zone 2. You know, 10-minute per mile pace is probably like a zone 3 for other people, and for me as well, depending on how out of shape I am. Then on Friday, we have shoulders and traps, plus abs, and a 5-mile easy run. By easy run, I mean a zone 2 5-mile run. If you guys don't know what zone 2 is, it's basically like the slowest possible jog that you can. For some people, it's even walking. It kind of just depends on how out of shape or how in shape you are. For me right now, I'm probably at like a 10-minute and 30-second per mile pace for zone 2. That's just a rough estimate to give you guys what it kind of is. So I don't know how many of you guys noticed, but I do not combine shoulders with my push day on Monday. And the reason for that is because I feel as if shoulders deserve their own day. You could argue that, you know, your chest workout kind of pre-fatigues your shoulders, giving your shoulders a better workout. But for me, I feel that personally doesn't work. I feel like my shoulders are actually toast on chest day or after chest day. And so I just feel like they need their own day. So that's why I have it structured that way. Saturday, and by the way, it's a very important day. So we're gonna be doing mobility, stability work, and a 20-minute sauna session. Now, the mobility and the stability work is just super important. I cannot preface how important it is. I understand that not everyone has their Saturdays available to work out. I know a lot of people have very busy weekends, but regardless, you need to get the stability and mobility in at some point during the week. And the reason you need to is because you can get injured if you're gonna try to put this much demand on your body. And that's exactly what I did from the time I was basically 17 all the way up until the time I was 22 and a half, 23, is I really didn't focus on any of that stuff, and my hip over time just gradually built up to the injury that I'm currently facing now. And I don't want that to be you guys. So I understand it's not that fun of a workout, but again, it won't take long at all. It takes me about probably 25 minutes. So just find somewhere in your week, if you can't do it on a Saturday, to fit it in. And then on Sunday, I have an 8 to 10 mile easy run. This is again a zone 2 pace. I also do want to make note of this, and I mentioned this in a recovery video that I had made, that I recover every single day because it's a part of your training program. It should be. So this is again part of the training split, and I will put down my training regimen down below in the description. I'll actually put everything that I covered down below in the description instead of just putting a whole big blurb up on the screen so that you guys can actually save it. So again, just go down the link in the description. There'll be a link and it'll have the whole weekly split along with my warm-up and my recovery protocol. I do my recovery every single day after my workouts. If you guys want to do them later in the evening, that's when I know a lot of other people do it, go for it. I'm just know for me personally, I'm less likely to do it in the evening, especially if I'm super tired that day. So I recommend doing it after your workout as well. So for the weekly total, that's 4 lifts, 23 to 25 miles, and 2 recovery days. The 2 recovery days, if you guys are wondering, are Wednesday and Saturday. Even though we're doing HIIT on Wednesday, it doesn't take too long, and it's pretty mild if you ask me. It's not putting a whole bunch of demand on the body. So that's it. That's basically my entire split. Again, I have found this to be the most effective for myself. I also do want to mention, if you guys can't do 5 miles yet, you can just do 1 or 2 miles. Like, I'm not expecting you guys to follow this to the exact T, but it is to give you guys like a rough guide on what to follow, especially if you want to get in this kind of training. So that's it for that. And yeah, link down below in the description if you want it. Oh my gosh, yes, you can come in now. Yes, you can come in. Jeez. So whenever I make a serious video, kind of like the one we made today, I have to get Bean out of the room sometimes, because you guys have heard in other videos, she snores like crazy. And if I try to record that and she's snoring at the same time, it just takes away from your guys' focus probably, and it also ruins the audio to some degree. I'm sorry. She didn't like hearing that. But that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you guys liked today's video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. If any of you guys are new here, do not forget to press that subscribe button, because you guys know I will be back. And as always, Dad trying to do what you love. The sky's the freaking limit, and I'll see you all in the next one.